Information processing is our sixth unit of this term. Information processing. Abstract and figures. Successful mathematics learning requires the efficient processing of the information that deals the arithmetic tasks. Information processing relates to the ways in which individuals make sense of the information to which they are exposed. Now students, let's recall the sorting and arranging information that we studied in class 6. Sorting is the ability to identify similarities and difference among a set of objects and to group and name them accordingly. This kind of organization is prominent in an assortment of discipline, including math, science, and music. Sorting is systematic. It's ordering. It's comparing and contrasting. Sorting is matching, and it's also the very most basic form of algebra. Now students, let's see an activity. Create the shapes of birds shown below using the tangram pieces. Tangram. What is tangram? Yes, now let's recall the topic tangram. Tangram, invented in China approximately 200 years ago. A tangram is a two-dimensional rearrangement puzzle created by cutting a square into 7 pieces. 7 geometric shapes called tans. Each tangram puzzle contains the following: 2 large right triangles, 1 medium-sized right triangle, 2 small right triangles, 1 small square, 1 parallelogram. Introduction. Dear students, in class 6 we studied Sudoku, which is a number puzzle. Now we shall learn about tetromino. Before going to know about tetromino, it is very important to have an idea about domino and trinomino. So students, domino, it means 2 squares join together at the edge to edge, vertically or horizontally. So this formation is called as domino. So students, join 2 squares of sides 1 centimeter per 1 centimeter edge to edge. Such formation is called domino. Here we can arrange domino either horizontally or vertically. And similarly, when we join 3 squares along their edges, we get the formation called trinomino. When we arrange horizontally or vertically, we get the following shapes. Now, students, is this the only way to join the 3 squares? No, we get 4 different orientations of shape as shown here. Now, students, try to join 4 squares either horizontally or vertically as we did for domino and trinomino. Then we get the following shapes like horizontally and vertically shapes. Now, this shapes is called, this formation of 4 squares is called tetromino. Are you clear? Students, now 2 square formation is known as domino. 3 square formation is known as trinomino. And here 4 square formation horizontally or vertically is known as tetromino. Now students, let's see the situation. 1. The teacher divides the students into 5 groups and gives each group 20 square tokens, and each square token of size 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Then she asked them to form different shapes using the 4 square tokens and compare the shape created by all groups. Draw the common shapes on the blackboard. So now they formed 5 shapes such as shown in the figure 6.7. Now students, how many shapes do we get? Only 5? Isn't it? No. When we rotate these shapes, we get all the other shapes as shown below. So now when we rotate the first shape, we get 4 more shapes like this. And when we rotate the second shape, we get 2 more shapes. And when we rotate the third shape, we get 4 more shapes like this. And when we rotate the horizontal 4 square, we get vertically arranged 4 square shapes. And now when we rotate this shape, it remains the same. All the formation of 4 squares formed by joining edge to edge are called tetrominoes. And important note, that is, the word tri means 3. Joining 3 squares is called trinomino. And the word tetra means 4. Joining 4 squares is called tetromino. Many types of tetrominoes. O tetromino, vertical tetromino or small l tetromino, S-shaped tetromino, Z tetromino, capital L tetromino, J tetromino, and T tetromino. Filling rectangular tiles using tetrominoes. So, can you form the rectangles of same area using the 5 tetrominoes only once? No. Observe the following formations where we have arranged tetrominoes edge to edge and try to fill in rectangles. The boxes cross are not filled by a tetromino. Hence, the rectangle is incomplete. The rectangle is incomplete. Also, some squares protrude outside the boundary of the rectangle. See students, you can easily see the squares protrude outside the boundary of the rectangle. And also all the rectangles, each rectangles 2 by 10, 10 by 2, 4 by 5 and 5 cross 4 rectangles are not completed. So it's having cross, that is blank boxes. The 5 tetrominoes together consist of 20 squares. Using 20 squares, we can form the rectangles of size 2 cross 10, 10 cross 2, 4 cross 5 and 5 cross 4. And why we are not able to form rectangular shapes using these tetrominoes only once? To know the reason, take the 5 tetrominoes in the form shown below. So, here in the figure 6.13, 5 tetrominoes are given. This is horizontal tetromino, and here this is square shaped tetromino, O shaped tetromino, and this is T shaped tetromino, and here it is L-shaped tetromino, and this is S-shaped tetromino. And here, from among the 5 tetrominons, in 4 of them, the number of shaded and unshaded squares are equal. But in one tetromino, that is T-shaped tetromino, the shaded and unshaded squares are not equal. Hence, it is impossible to fit the tetrominos in a rectangle using it only once. So, students, if we use all the 5 tetrominos twice it means 2 times, rectangles of sizes 5 cross 8, 4 cross 10 and so on, it can be completely filled in tetrominons. So students, listen carefully. That is, from this we can understand that the 5-shaped tetrominons cannot fill the rectangle only once, but we can fill the rectangles by using 5 tetrominons 2 times. So this concept will be useful in many places in real life situation like tiling a floor, packing things in a box and so on. Now let us see the example problems. Example 6.1. Find the tetromino shapes found in the showcase given in figure 6.21 below. Form the same shape in the geoboard using rubber bands. So now students, we know that what is tetromino. So tetromino is all the formation of 4 squares formed by joining edge to edge are called tetrominos. So we know that. And here, what is geoboard? Geoboard. So students, it consists of a physical board with certain number of nails half driven it, around which are wrapped geobands that are made of rubber. Hence, each tetrominos having 4 squares in it. Okay. So now let's find how many tetrominos are there in this showcase. So this is L-shaped tetromino, O tetromino, and here Z-shaped tetromino, and 7-shaped tetromino, and T tetromino, horizontal tetromino, and once again the T-shaped tetromino. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and finally 7. So there are 7 tetrominons are there in this showcase. 6.2. Example 6.2. Raghavan wants to change the front elevation of his house using the tiles made up of tetromino shapes. So the tetromino shapes are given by O-shaped tetromino, S-shaped tetromino and rotation of L-shaped tetromino. So 3 tetrominons are there. And here our first question is, how many tetrominons are there in a tile? So first question, we have to find how many tetrominons are there in this tile. And our second question is, if the cost of a square tile is 52 rupees, then what will be the cost of the tiles that Raghavan buys for the front elevation? So see the figure, and here it is the house of Raghavan, and here he wants to change the front elevation like this. So he wants to change the front elevation, and here the cost of a square tile, 1 square tile is rupees 52, and here how many tiles are there? 6 tiles. So here we have to find the cost of 6 square tiles. So first we have to find how many tetrominoes are there in this tile. So students, we know that tetromino consists 4 squares in it, and here there are many types of tetrominoes are there, and here one. So small square 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole thing is one tetromino. So now let us write down here yellow O-shaped tetromino. How many O-shaped tetrominoes are there? The yellow color, only one. So one tetromino. So each tetromino have 4 squares in it. And what about red color tetrominoes? So here S-shaped tetrominoes are red color tetrominoes. How many tetrominoes are there? So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 tetrominoes are there. And how many blue color tetrominoes are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 tetrominoes. So totally 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. So there are 9 tetrominoes in a tile. And our second question, we have to find the cost of tiles that Raghavan buys for the front elevation. So given that the cost of a tile is rupees 52. So therefore there are 6 tiles are there. So there are 6 tiles in the front elevation. So we have to multiply 6 with the cost of a tile. That is, the total cost is 6 into 52, which is rupees 312 rupees. Exercise 6.1 problems. Friends, our question is to shade the figure completely by using 5 tetromino shapes, only one. So these are the important 5 tetromino shapes. So L shape, vertical tetromino shape, anti shape, O shape and S shape tetrominoes. So here now we are going to shade the figure completely by using all these 5 tetrominoes. So now let's play the game. Now first let's use the vertical shape tetromino. So here tetrominoes are the shapes formed by 4 equal square now the first shape is completed. So mark this. So here they given that we are using all these tetrominoes only once. So this shape is over. So next let's try this shape. So T shape. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we completed 2 tetrominoes and mark this tetrominoes. So next we are going to use the third tetromino, O-shaped tetromino. So mark this and let's place this tetromino here. One, 2, 3 and 4. So now So far we used 3 tetrominons to complete half of the table. And now let's use the S-shaped tetrominon here or here. So let's choose the place 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the rotation of Z-shaped tetrominon is here. So students, mark this tetrominon. So far we used 1, 2, 3, 4 tetrominons here in the table. Now the remaining is L-shaped tetrominon. So here rotation of L-shaped tetrominon will be used in this missing columns. So one, 2, 3 and 4. So we used L-shaped tetrominon here. So now shaded of the figure is completely done by using all these 5 tetrominons. Students, let us match the tetrominons of same type. So here when we rotate this tetrominon, we get this. So and here this is T tetrons, and when we rotate this we get this tetrominon, and here when we rotate this we get Z-shaped tetrominon, and here this is horizontal tetrominon. When we rotate this we get vertical tetrominon. Students, using the given tetrominons, 4 tetrominons are given with numbers, complete the 4x4 magic square. So same as puzzles. So now we are going to insert all these tetrominons in the 4x4 box matrix square. So now first let's take 16, 5, 9, 10, this tetrominon, and so we'll use this 5, 9, 9, 10. So this tetrominon, we done this tetrominon, and here the remaining is 1, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 remaining tetrominons. So now we are going to use the second tetrominon here. So that is 3, 2, 13 and here 11. So now the second tetrominon is over. So now for add the first row, we get 16 plus 3, 19, 19 plus 2, 21, and 21 plus 13, 34. So we get 34. And then there are 2 tetrominons are remaining. So now let's take the third tetrominon, 6, 15, 7, 4. So we have to insert this tetrominon here with the proper and correct place, suitable place. So 4, when we put 4 here, and we have to get total as 34. So 16 plus 5 plus 9 plus 4 is, yes, 34. So this is correct. So take this tetraminon. So that is 4, 15, 6, 7. So the remaining tetraminon, only 1 is there. So here is the place of the remaining tetraminons. So when we add all these values, we get 15. 5 plus 10 is 15. 15 plus 11. 15 plus 11 is 26. 26 plus 8 is 34. So similarly, we get the sum of columns and rows as 34. So which is the required 4 by 4 magic square. Let us see the topic route map. Maps are used to display a wide variety of information. Reading a map can help us to solve many problems in travel, such as planning for travel, place of visit. Let us learn how to find the shortest possible route in a map. Answer the following questions using the Arinder Anna Zoological Park map. So, students, now let us answer for the first question. To visit the chimpanzee area, from the entrance, one has to go straight and turn towards left or right. So, students, see the map. So, here is the entrance and here is chimpanzee area. So, one has to go straight and turn left or right. What is the answer? Yes, it is left. So, to visit the chimpanzee area, from the entrance, one has to go straight and turn towards left. So, the answer is left. Second question is, choose the right option among the following, which indicates the animals lying west and east of an elephant. So, 2 options are given, that the first is deer, elephant, crocodile, and second one is tiger, elephant, deer. So, now see the map. Here, the elephant's location is here, and this is west, and here this is east direction, north direction, south direction, and option is first option deer, elephant, crocodile, and the second option is tiger, elephant, deer. Here tiger, elephant, deer. So see the direction of tiger, so which is in north. So it is not in the west or east direction of the elephant. So the second option is wrong. So what about the first option, deer, elephant, crocodile? So see, in the west direction many animals are there. And what about deer? Yes, deer is also in the west direction. So in the west the animal deer is there. And so now students, see the east direction. Many animals are there. And what about crocodile? Yes, crocodile is also lies in the east direction. So our first option, deer, elephant, crocodile is correct. And our third question is, one can see giraffe only after seeing zebra. Is it true? One can see giraffe. Where is giraffe? Yes, here it is. One can see giraffe after seeing zebra. Yes, this is true. So the answer is true. And Our next question is, in the given map, list the names of 6 animals that are seen in the zoo. So, you can write any 6 animals. Monkey, chimpanzee, zebra, lion, tortoise, snake. For example, I written 6 animals. You can write any 6 animals. And our fifth question is, mention any 2 animals that are seen in the south side of the zoo. So here, students, south side. Here, this is south side. So we can write zebra, giraffe, ostrich, kangaroo. So you can write here, they mention only 2 animals. So zebra and ostrich are the 2 animals which are in the south side of the zoo. Question is, the entrance of the zoo is located at dash direction of the map. So the direction is given west, east, north and south. And here is the entrance. So which lies in the west direction. Question 2. The situation familiarizers want to read the road map in the following figure. And here various places like school, park, house, hotel and so on are connected through roads. And find the distance using the scale. And here each scale indicates 1 unit, which is the 1 square is equal to 100 meter. So our first question is, find the distance of the library from the house. So from the house we are going to find the distance of the library. So now let's count the squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So library is at the distance of 10 units, because 1 unit, that is 1 square, equals 100 meter. And here we having 10 units from the house. Therefore, we have to multiply 10 with 100 meter. That is 1000 meter. So, the distance of the library from the house is 1000 meter. Second question is, find the distance that Chandru travels from school to his house through library. So, here there are 2 ways. There are 2 ways from school to house. One is through children's park and another one is through library. So he chooses library. So here we are going to find the distance from school to house through library. So here first let us find the distance from school to library, and then we find the distance from library to school house. So now what is the distance from school to library? So that is, from here to library is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 units, that is 11 squares. So each square is equal to 100 meters. So 11 units, which means 11 into 100 meter, that is 1100 meter distance from school to library. And secondary, we have to find the distance from library to house. So that is, we know that 10 units, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is, we are counting the squares. So 10 units, that represents 1000 meter. So the distance from library to house is 1000 meter. So now totally the distance travelled by Chandru from school to house is, we are going to add the distance from school to library plus the distance from library to house. That is, from school to library is 1100 meters and from library to house is 1000 meters. So totally 2100 meter. So total distance travelled by Chandru is 2100 meter from school to house through library. So write down, library is at the distance of 10 units from the house. Therefore 10 into each square, each unit. 1 unit represents 100 meters. So we have to multiply 10 with 100. That is 1000 meter. So the distance of library from the house is 1000 meter. And our second question is, distance from school to library is 11 units. Therefore 11 into 100. 1 unit is equal to 100. That is 1100 meter. And also distance from library to house is 10 units. That is 10 into 100 is 1000 meter. Each unit is equal to 100 meter. Therefore total difference, to get the total distance from school to house is, we have to add the distance from school to library plus the distance from library to house. That is 1100 plus 1000, which gives 2100 meter. Therefore total distance travelled by Chandru is 2100 meter. To find the shortest route, often we face with situations where we have to decide the shortest way of travel from a certain point A to another point B. A route map helps us to choose the way suitable for our purpose or need. Let us see some examples of how we select the shortest route. 6.3. Madan has go to Karur from Coimbatore of an official visit. On his onward journey, he goes through Velakoil to reach Karur. While returning to Coimbatore, he travels through Erode. Both the routes travelled by him are given in the following figure. Find the shortest route. So students, now here we have to find the shortest route. Madan goes through Velakoil to reach Karur, and while returning to Coimbatore, he travels through Erode. Both the routes travelled by him is given here. Find the shortest route. So we can easily notice that here from Coimbatore to Karur through Velakoil, the kilometer he travelled, the distance covered by him is 131 kilometer. And here, while returning, he travelled through Erode with the distance 66 kilometer and 101 kilometer. So the total distance covered by him from Karur to Coimbatore is 167 kilometer. So from this we can easily understand that which is the shortest route. Yes, that is 131 kilometer from Coimbatore to Karur through Velakoil is the shortest route. So write down, distance travelled by Madan from Coimbatore to Karur through Velakoil is 131 kilometer. Distance travelled by Madan from Karur to Coimbatore through Erode is distance, that is 66 plus 101 kilometer, which is 167 kilometers. So here 131 kilometer and here 167 kilometer. So from this, which is the shortest route? Yes, from Coimbatore to Karur through Vellakoil is the shortest route. Therefore, the route through Vellakoil is the shortest route. 6.4. A telephone exchange worker wants to give the telephone connection to Amuda's house. The following figure shows all the possibilities of cable connections. Find the route which requires minimum cable. So here is the post and here Amuda's house is there. So from A to B, from B to D, he has to cover 4 meter plus 5 meter, that is 9 meter is the distance from A to B and B to D. So if he gives from A to C and C to D, the distance is 2 meter plus 6 meter, which is 8 meter. And from A to D, when he gives the connection directly from A to D, the distance from A to D is 7 meter. So from this, three possibilities of cable connections are there. That is, one is A to B and B to D. The second one is A to D, and the third one is A to C, C to D. So three possibilities of cable connections are there. So among this, we have to find which route is the shortest distance, shortest route, and the route which requires minimum cable. So here we can easily find that A to D is the minimum cable. So minimum cable required is A to D. So write down, distance from A to D is 7 meter. Distance from A to D through B is, we have to add, from A to B is 4 and B to D is 5. Totally 9 meter. And distance from A to D through C, that is, we have to add A to C plus C to D. That is, A to C is 2 meter and C to D is 6 meter. Totally 8 meter. So 3 length is given. So 3 length are there. So 7 meter, 9 meter, 8 meter. So among this, which is minimum cable of length? That is 7 meter. So the route is A to D. So therefore, the route directly from A to D requires minimum cable of length, that is 7 meter. Exercise 6.2, miscellaneous practice problems and challenge problems. Question. Find the shortest route to Vivekananda Memorial Hall from the Mandapam using the given map. So here we have to find the shortest route to Vivekananda Memory Hall from Mandapam. So here there are 2 ways are there to travel from Mandapam to Vivekananda Memorial Hall, isn't it? The first one is Mandapam to Pullivasal Island, Pullivasal Island to Crusadai Island, and Crusadai Island to Vivekananda Memorial Hall. And the second one is Mandapam to Crusadai Island, and from Crusadai Island to Vivekananda Memorial Hall. So there are 2 possible ways are there to go Vivekananda Memorial Hall from Mandapam. So now we are going to find the shortest route. So for that, first let us find the distance between Mandapam to Vivekananda Memorial Hall in the two possible ways. So now the first one is from Mandapam to Pullivasal Island we have to travel 6 kilometers, and from Pullivasal Island to Kurusadai Island we have to travel 2 kilometers, and then from Kurusadai Island to Vivekananda Memorial Hall we have to travel 1.5 kilometers. So overall from Mandapam to Vivekananda Memorial Hall through Pullivasal Island we have to travel 9.5 kilometers in total. So the second possible way is from Mandapam to Kurusadai Island and from Kurusadai Island to Vivekananda Memorial Hall. So from Mandapam to Kurusadai Island we have to travel 7 kilometers, and then from Kurusadai Island to Vivekananda Memorial Hall 1.5 kilometer distance we have to travel. So totally we have 8.5 kilometers. So from this you can see 9.5 kilometers we have to travel from Mandapam to Vivekananda Memorial Hall through Pullivasal Island, and we have to travel 8.5 kilometers from Mandapam to Vivekananda Memorial Hall through Kurusadai Island. So which is the shortest distance? Which is the shortest route? Yes, there is no doubt 8.5 kilometers, that is from Mandapam to Kurusadai Island. From Kurusadai Island to Vivekananda Memorial Hall is the shortest route. So the answer is Mandapam to Kurusadai Island, from Kurusadai Island to Vivekananda Memorial Hall is the shortest route to Vivekananda Memorial Hall from the Mandapam. Now students, here given a challenge for problem. First problem, fill in 4 cross 10 rectangle completely by using all the 5 tetrominoes twice. So we know that the 5 shapes of tetrominoes: L shape and vertical shaped tetrominoes, T shaped tetrominoes, O shaped tetrominoes and S shaped tetrominoes. So all these 5 type tetrominoes are very important, and by using all these 5 shape tetrominoes we are going to fill the 4 cross 10 rectangle. So for that we have to draw 4 cross 10 rectangle first, and here 4 cross 10 it means 4 rows and 10 columns. 4 rows and 10 columns. So rows it means horizontal. 1 2 3 4 rows and 10 columns, vertical boxes. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So 4 cross 10 rectangle. So first draw the 4 cross 10 rectangle, and then now we are going to use all these tetrominoes twice. Twice it means 2 times. So to fill the 4 cross 10 rectangle. Now we are using this vertical shape tetrominoes. So here one time. So here 1 2. We used 2 times, and here 1 2. So we used this tetromino and L-shaped tetromino. and here 1, 2. So we used O-shaped tetromino 2 times, and here S-shaped tetromino 1, 2. So we use 2 times, and here finally we having T-shaped tetromino 1, 2. So here this is T-shaped tetromino and rotation of T-shaped tetromino is here. So finally we fill all these 5 tetrominos 2 times to fill the 4 cross 10 rectangle. So more possible ways are there. 8th one. Observe the picture and answer the following. Our first question is, find the possible routes from A to D. So A to D we can travel through many ways. So here the first one, let's see the first one. See, from A to G, G to D, which is the shortest distance, we can travel through this, and A to B, B to D, here we can travel through B also. So A to G, G to D, the first one, A to G and G to D. And second one, from A to B, B to D. Route 2 is from A to B and B to D. And third one, we can pass through B and C also. So A to B, B to C, C to D. So route 3 is A to B, B to C and C to D. So now from A to D we get 3 possible routes. So finally we can go through G, F, E also, isn't it? So which is the longest route from A to D? That is from A to G, G to F, F to E, E to D. So from A to D, which is the longest route we travel from A to D, is A to G, G to F, F to E, E to D. So route 4 is A to G, G to F, F to E and E to D. So students, here we get 4 possible routes from A to D. Students, our second question is, find the shortest distance between E and C. So now students, we know that we have many possible routes between E and C. So here we can go through E, F, G, A, B, C, E, F, G, D, B, C, E, D, B, C, E, D, C. So here these routes are, when we cross through F, G, A, B, all these routes are the longest routes. So here first we have to find the shortest routes comparing to others. So E, D, B, C and E, D, C, the 2 possible routes becomes the shortest routes comparing to others. So let us take E, D, B, C and E, D, C. First, E, D, B, C and E, D, C. So these routes are the shortest routes. Okay, so among this we have to find which is the shortest distance. To that, so E to D, from E to D 120 meter, plus from D to B it is 100 meter, and from B to C is plus 120 meter. So totally here we get the distance 340 meter. So 120 plus 100, 220. 220 plus 120 is 340. And so let's see here. E to D. So from E to D it is 120 meter. So 120 meter, plus from D to C is 200 meter. So from E to D it is 120 meter. From D to C is 200 meter. So totally we get 320 meter. So here we get 340 meter and here we get 320 meter. So here E to D, D to C is the shortest route between E and C, and also the shortest distance is 320 meter. Now students, our third question is find all the possible routes between B and F with distance. So along with distance we have to find the possible routes and also mention the shortest route. So which is the shortest route we have to find. So first let's find the possible routes. So here from B to A to G and G to F. So we can move B to A to G, G to F. So the first route is B to A to G, G to F. So the first route is route 1 is we can go through A and G, that is from B to A to G, G to F. So with distance, so from B to A is 250. A to G is plus 100 meter, plus G to F is 150 meter. So totally we get 600 meter. So from B to F we can go through A and G. So the distance is 600 meter. The first route is over. So second one, we can go through B to D, D to E, E to F. So students, from B to D, D to E, E to F we can go. So route 2 is from B to D, D to E, E to F. So what is the distance? From B to D is 100 meter, plus D to E is 120, plus from E to F is 300. So to find the distance we have to add all these covered distance. So 100 plus 120, 220. 220 plus 300, which is 520 meter. So route 3 is we can go through B to D, B to D, D to G, G to F. So students, B to D, D to G, G to F. We can go through D and G also. So the third route is from B to D, D to G, G to F, and the distance covered by the route is B to D is 100 plus D to G is 200 plus G to F is 150. So adding all these values, we get 100 plus 200, 300, 300 and plus 150 is 450 meter. So let us find the fourth route. So we can now see the figure. We can go through BC, CD, D to E, E to F, isn't it? From B, starting from B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F. So we can go through the way B to C, C to D, D to E and E to F. And the distance covered by the route 4 is B to C is 120 meter plus E to C to D is 200 plus D to E is 120 plus, and finally E to F is 300. So 120 plus 200 plus 120 plus 300 gives 740 meter. So now students, we get 4 routes. So there are 4 possible routes between B and F. Students, here we get 4 routes. So route 1 from B to F, we get 4 possible routes. So among this, we have to mention the shortest route. So to find the shortest route, what we'll do? Yes, we have to compare the distance traveled by all the routes. So here 600, route 1 we get 600 meter, route 2 520 and route 3 450 and route 4 we get 740 meter. So 740 meters. So among this, which is the shortest route? Yes, it is 450 meter. So that is the route 3 is the shortest route. So route 3, that is from B to D, D to G and G to F, which is the shortest route, and the distance covered by the shortest route 3 is 450 meter.